Okay, sorry guys, my son came in and want to explain why I'm talking to myself on the computer. Um, anyway, where I left off was I truly think that I could have probably had. Are there people out there that ate worse than me? For sure, but my diet was pretty bad, and I just it blows me out of the water. And I think that it's so easy to see so many people on here who are primarily really healthy people. Like if you start looking into this juicing and green juicing and all this stuff, you're getting a whole lot of people that are super healthy people that have lived relatively healthy lifestyles, and at the end are sitting there and telling you, "Oh, do this and do that." I appreciate and love the information. That being said, I am someone who has been incredibly sedentary. Sat in front of a computer editing for hours. Can listen to 3 and 4 audiobooks a week because I spend that much time on the computer editing. The last few days, I am not trying to jump into some big crazy exercise regime. Again, I'm kind of a all or nothing type of girl. When I've gotten into a diet kick in the past, which we all have, if we get on it and we start going to the gym, we're doing this and we're doing that, and we lose weight, then we gain it right back. I'm not trying to take that approach this time. What I've been doing is like today, when we got out of the car, at the house after Mass, before I even made it into the house, I said to my son, "Hey, you want to go on a bike ride?" And so we rode our bikes around the block. I rode my bike around the block yesterday. I went for a walk later in the evening. I'm trying to do, light exercise and be more, motivated throughout the day in spurts versus thinking, I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to this, not knocking it. But again, for me personally, I'm trying to just make an eased transition into just a different way of living. Again, with food, if anybody had told me, when I started this process, that I would not be craving sugar, that I would not be craving soda, that I would be able to walk past things and be like, we went to a restaurant yesterday with my husband and my son, because like I told you, my other one was gone. We had gone, and my husband and I, he's like, "Well, you want to go to eat?" And I'm like, "Sure." And our oldest son Cullen was at a friend's, so we went to this place called Charlie's, and we sat down to eat dinner. My husband had salmon and broccoli, and my son had chicken and broccoli, and I had taken my drinking with me. Shocked me that the restaurant didn't have a problem with it. They kind of didn't even notice. Didn't say anything. The lady came to the counter, or the table, and they have those bread baskets with like the baked yeast rolls that are hot, and there's like the tub of margarine next to it. I knew my son wanted bread. My husband, I knew, wouldn't eat it. So when she came to the counter, I immediately ordered the table. I stopped her and said, "Okay," took the little plates that were on the table, took one piece of bread for my son, handed it to him, let her walk away. And I kind of did that without even really thinking. And that in itself blew me away. And my husband didn't say anything, but later he was kind of like, "I couldn't believe you took the bread away." And I'm like, "Yeah." And if you would have told me, granted they weren't eating burgers, like I said, he had salmon and broccoli and chicken and broccoli, but when you haven't had food in days, you would think that you'd be sitting there going, "Oh, can I have some?" I really didn't. I sat through that meal with relative ease, didn't, think, "Oh gosh, I'm going to die watching these guys eat." And I made it through that. And so there's little, maybe don't sound like milestones to most people, but for me, that is huge. And I guess that's what I'm really trying to convey here is in this process, me being someone who's eaten junk, eaten candy, eaten pizza, eaten, fast food, drank Cokes, to the point that I didn't even drink water that day because all I had was Coke. All of these habits to take me from that to me drinking this and I'm happy and it tastes good and I'm not wanting other things, that is miraculous. So I guess what I'm trying to tell y'all is there is something about this. I watched that documentary. I've watched it 3 or 4 times, in a row because it's actually on Netflix right now. So you can watch it as much as you want. And I've sat there and thought, it's remarkable, but wow, he has like amazing willpower. And not to knock, say different things about different sexes, but part of me, I have found with me personally, my husband is different. I find in a lot of ways he has more willpower. So with primarily most of the people being on the documentary being male, I'm not going to lie. I had that thought about, well, yeah, but I'm a girl, and so maybe it's different. Maybe the biochemistry of a male brain is, who knows? I made those excuses for myself. So I'm sitting here to tell you now I've gone through this, and here I am, technically, day 3 of just juice fasting, but 4 days prior to that had fasted, juice fasted with just one small meal. I'm not craving any of that bad stuff. So that in itself makes me super excited. Like I said, my goal is to go 60 days, and then at the end of that 60 days, transition back into much what I'm seeing on here with people that are just eating properly and eating healthy. And so that is my goal, and I'm excited, feel good, feel great. And I'm sorry if I was really long-winded in this one, but I just wanted to try to reach out to tell people that I have been as unhealthy as it gets, and if you are that person drinking Coke and eating fast food and you're thinking there is no way in heck I could do that, I'm here to tell you I'm that girl. I've done that and I'm doing it and I'm not dying and I'm not fiending. So that's what I really wanted to kind of reach across today. So anyway, have a great Sunday, everybody, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.